So we've just finalized today's long-awaited forum on how parents influence child and teenage brain development. Thank you so much to everyone who made it. We had an awesome, amazing time. So we went through, as usual, all the content that we had been posting on brain facts, on how the brain develops at different age groups, what goes on, and in a very basic but practical way, how parents can apply this information into their everyday parenting. It was a very interactive session, a combination of scientific facts and everyday applications. So because for us, that's where power begins. It's in understanding what happens, why it happens, when it happens, sometimes with whom it happens, and how it happens. The 4 W's 1H is always a good way to start any parenting decision that you're going to make. Please go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Parenting Insights. Don't forget to put your comments and share your feedback, post your questions, even suggest topics that you'd like us to go through on the subsequent forums, which are every quarter. So the next forum will be same place, same venue, God willing, in August, and the next one last week of November, first week of December. So we hope that you make it then. See you. Thank you.
And wow, today I've been blown away at the Parenting Insight. Quite insightful, as I can say. But anyway, I've got to learn a lot in regards to parenting. It's not your everyday know-how. It's something that you need to go out and get knowledge about, get wisdom about, because it's not something we've grown up with. Today I've learned not to just look at the kids as kids, but to get to understand them, get to understand their frame of mind. More of the learning is on me, not on teaching all the children, because I get to unwind myself and unwire myself in regards to how we were brought up back then, when you do a mistake and you're beaten up like a thief or something. But now I got this opportunity where we can sit, discuss about a mistake, and then apply the punishment, in which after that embrace the little child. And then from there we're able to know that you've done a mistake, you know the consequences, and at the end of the day you've learned something. So to me it's a learning curve mostly for me, not even for the child, but we extend it down to the child, and I hope in a few years time we'll have to give nothing but the best to the children. So yeah, I've learned a lot from the Parenting Insight. So if you haven't attended, please make a point of attending one. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Waboy Guru and this is Njoki Guru. We were here at the Parenting Forum and it was such a lovely forum. It has taught me so much about how her brain is developing and how I can be a better mom, and how I can stimulate her mind and her brain and get her to be the person that she is supposed to be, working with her age and ensuring that she gets the most stimulation, the positive stimulation that she should get. One of the big things that I took out of this is that I should be mindful what information that she's getting at this stage, because she's in her sensory motor stage, and many times schools will teach her things that are not at her level, whereas she should be missing out on what she's supposed to be learning. So that has been big for me. I appreciate the fact that she's 18 months, and that the forum was extended to up to 18 years in terms of information. So I've come out of this with a lot of information that we'll use along the way, which is really great. Another key takeout was that this is the stage, 0 to 2 is the stage where she gains her emotional stability and emotional regulation, which is what she'll use for the rest of her life. So how she interacts with others, how I interact with her, round and round, how I value her, and how I'm present in what she's saying and what she's going through. And so that has really been big for me. I also appreciate the fact that I got to meet other parents and talk to other parents and hear their stories, especially the parents who are dealing with teenagers at this time, and just learning from them what they're going through, what battles to choose and not to choose, and how to stimulate children's brains at a later stage, and the comfort and hope that there's always a way to redo to unlearn some of the things that had been taught in earlier years. So I would welcome you to come to the next session, because it's really good. I look forward to the next session. We've suggested some topics, so I think it'll really be good. And that is all we have to say.
Good morning, good whatever. My name is Karobia Jogu. I'm in this forum with my wife Salome. We're parents of 4 boys. And I was very glad to receive an invitation to the Parenting Insight Forum hosted by Esther Kenodia. And I'm very glad for several things. One of them is just, it's always a learning moment, an encouraging moment to understand that parenting is a journey. And so when you meet with our parents and hear their own experiences, hear their own joys, hear what they are learning, their own reflections, I just realize, yes, and we reflect back where we're coming from. We're brought up by our own parents. Just realize it's a journey, you learn a lot as you go, but hearing people's experiences and learning from others, that's always amazing. But the second one, the topic for the forum when it was we got the invitation was how parents can influence brain development in their children. I think that's insightful, having to actually think about brain development in children and what role parenting plays, how you can influence that in terms of nurture by parents or the nature or the environment in which children are growing in, or you facilitate or expose your children to, or bringing them up in. And just hearing that just various lessons with regard that children learn because of what you're exposing them to, how you are relating with them, that children as young as freshly born all the way to 2 years, very, very impressionable in terms of through their emotional development. They're actually learning a lot, lessons that become the foundation of how they will grow, how they will learn, how will they learn to relate, manage pain, be self-controlled as growing, and then how as they go to the other phases of pre-logic, where they're learning motor skills, again learning how to relate with other people, other children, learning to communicate, learning to manage their own disappointments, growing up as they grow further into where they're learning to communicate, relate with others, where they are learning to, what's that phase? Starting to reason, starting to take responsibility, and into teenagehood, and the role that the brain plays, and how parents, and how parents can be a part of that because they're aware of how the brain is working. So I found it pretty useful, pretty insightful. It's a journey it's a discussion that continues. Forums like this, they spark something. You'll hear a few principles, you hear a few experiences, but it's up to us as parents to go apply it, read a little bit more, reflect more, and then what we do about that. I think that's what I'm excited. So I'm looking forward to chatting with my wife and a few other people that I've met here. Some I've not met before, but even issues of discipline and disciplining children, and how do you work with them to unlearn either bad habits, or how to unlearn bad habits or bad things, and how to learn new habits, new good habits and new good behavior, and even how to learn skills, how to learn even at school. So I find that pretty useful.